New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis joins us now. So, Congresswoman, a young man who's pushing global intifada is now quoting Jesus. Isn't that a bit of a disconnect?
Well, it certainly is, and I hope people are taking note of what he has said in the past and what he is saying today simply to get elected of the largest city here in America. And what I will say is that I want people to take note of his past policies, because it has been very dangerous and destructive policies that would really hurt New York City. If people thought it was bad under Bill de Blasio, imagine what happens when there will be absolutely zero cooperation with ICE to deport criminals, when there will be the handcuffing of our police officers. He is somebody who has clearly said he wants to defund the police. He has said that the NYPD is the greatest threat to public safety. These are very strong, radical positions. And not to mention the socialist and communist ideology. He has literally quoted Karl Marx when he talks about taking over supermarkets and when he talks about seizing the means of production.
Right.
These are very radical ideas, not to mention the abolishing of private property. This is not what we believe in the United States of America. It's not what I believe the people of New York City believe. In fact, many people are immigrants, like my parents, who fled these radical policies, just like his family did. And that's the irony here. Why is he embracing radical policies and trying to change the country that his family fled to? If it was so terrible, then why did they choose to come to the United States
Well,
of America?
Congresswoman, there's another question, which is why the opposition put up such poor candidates to try to combat this guy. I mean, virtually everybody, I would say, except for Curtis Sliwa, but he doesn't really get more than about 15 points. They carry a lot of baggage from Cuomo to the current mayor. We have a police commissioner, though, Jessica Tisch, who everybody seems to like. She's done a tremendous job in getting crime down. Both Democrats and Republicans seem to like the job that she's doing. Any chance she could get in there and run against this guy and win?
I think it's very difficult for anyone to join the field now. And I think you're right. The people that are in the field against him, particularly Andrew Cuomo, Mayor Adams, they have had their problems, and certainly the policies that they have brought New York have been destructive for our city. Andrew Cuomo signed the bail law. Andrew Cuomo brought us congestion pricing. But these are things that Mamdani also supports, even though he's a fresh face.
Right.
He not only supports these radical policies, but even more. That's why I'm supporting Curtis Sliwa. If you really want to change here, you really want to shake up New York City, this is somebody who's dedicated 40 years to protecting New York City in terms of the guardian angels.
Yeah, but his numbers are very low compared to the opposition.
Well, that's the problem. You have these three candidates that are splitting the anti-Mamdani vote. Yeah. But I think that hopefully the more these individuals are out there exposing how radical he is, one of them can consolidate. And one of them, honestly, we need one or two of them to drop out and consolidate.
I want to switch to another state. It's not all about New York here. The Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has signed a law to open student financial aid to all Illinois residents, including illegal migrants. This state, we should emphasize, is in desperate financial shape. It's losing taxpayers every day because of its policies. Isn't this going to just make things worse?
Yeah, this is a terrible idea that actually started here in New York. Again, Andrew Cuomo was the one who signed this into law to allow illegal immigrants to get tuition assistance. And what's really upsetting about it is that there's so many middle-class families that are struggling. They're taking on a tremendous amount of debt. And if they are really a middle-class family, they don't qualify for any tuition assistance. Right. And here you're having different set of criteria, different set of proving your income when it comes to illegal immigrants, and yet they'll qualify for taxpayer-funded assistance that middle-class families don't receive. This was one of the biggest things that I fought against, and when the Democrats took over the state Senate, and really we had one-party rule in New York, unfortunately it became law. But now you're seeing other states continue to put the needs of illegal immigrants before American citizens. They should be expanding the income cap so more middle-class families could qualify for this taxpayer-funded tuition assistance, not giving it to people who are in the country illegally.
Right. And again, it falls hardest on the middle class. This is really a middle-class squeeze, which is what's going on in so many blue states around the country. Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.